We all know board games are great. They're a great way to socialize, hone your intellectual skills, even teach you about interesting parts of history. That's why I think they're a seminal part of living your best life. Hello everyone, I'm Kylie, here at Games Unlimited in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And today I get to talk to you about your best life. What am I? What business do I have talking about your best life? Well, I'm actually talking about a game. So this is a flip and right style game. So this is a style that goes back to games like Yahtzee, where you're rolling some dice, deciding what to do with them. Only instead of rolling rights, it's flip and right. So you've got some cards that are going to be flipped up, and you're going to choose which card you're going to use in order to create your best life. So this is a life sim style of game. So go back to the original Game of Life, things like Careers, one of my all-time favorite classic games. So this one does it all as a roll and write. So you're going to be picking a board. Now, one of the coolest things about this game is you can play. It plays up to 8 players. You can play as an individual person, or you can team up with another person to be a couple. So there's actually the family board that you see here. This is the single side. So if you're playing by yourself, you play the single side. If you're playing as a couple, you play the couple side. It's still very competitive no matter which side you do, because if you're playing as a single person, you double your score at the end. Playing as a couple has advantages, disadvantages, but all the players, whether you're playing as single or as a couple, you have to pay attention to your personal best life board. But you also have to pay attention to the family board. So if you're a single person, obviously your personal and your family are kind of the same. They're not the same, but they're going to be intricately linked. If you are part of a couple, well, you have to make decisions about when to do things that's maybe best for you personally, when to pour your efforts into the family unit. Things that you're going to be doing. So at the beginning of the game, you are given a background, which gives you a couple little extra bonuses in various places, but you're also given personal and shared goals with your family. And this is where the game gets really interesting, because you might want to do certain things like, I really want to be a very healthy person, go down the healthy track, but secretly deep down with your background goal, let me find one here, you are a materialist, which means you are going to get negative points at the end of the game if you don't progress a long way along the materialistic tracks. In this case, really progressing on your vehicle, having a nice car, and progressing up on your home, having a nice house. So I feel like the game has a really interesting narrative that way, because that tension between what's going to hurt you, because deep down inside you want it, if you ignore it and go do other things. Maybe it's worthwhile, maybe the trade-off is worth it, who knows? So how the game is played, after you decided whether you're going to be a single person or a couple, and what's cool is you don't have to all, if you have 8 players, you don't have to have 8 single people or 4 couples. You can have 2 couples and 4 single people. It really doesn't matter. You can split it up however you want. And after you do your little background stuff, 4 cards are flipped up. These action cards have these symbols on them. Those are the actions you're going to get to take during the round. Boxes you're going to get to check off. So for example, there's a knowledge and time on this one. So that would let you check off 1 knowledge box. The knowledge box is actually, where can I see it here? Yeah, either education or creativity, moving up on those tracks, do different things. And the time box. Time is used to spend time with on your business, on your career. Those are 2 separate tracks, as well as to spend time on your family, if you're going to have kids, to spend time with your pets, if you're going to go out and have pets. Those are all choices you get to make. But some of these cards actually have stress on them. So if you pick that card, you have to roll the stress die. The stress dice, and you'll take a certain amount of stress. This is actually a track on your family sheet. This is the stress track, and it's going to determine how much happiness you have at the end of the round. So the game plays over 10 rounds. Each round, wherever your happiness is, you're going to mark that down, because that's going to be points. It could be positive, could be negative. Various things are going to increase and decrease your happiness, stress being the biggest one of those. So, maybe you want all of these actions and are willing to take the stress to do it. Totally a choice you have to make. If you're playing as a couple, you decide together where each person's going to go. Each have to go to a different action card. If playing as a single, go wherever you want. Take your action, move on. There's choices you have to make. I mentioned you could spend time to have a child. Well, you never know what kind of child you're going to get. So there's actually a couples children deck and a singles children deck. Doesn't matter. You can have children either way. And you're going to draw a random child, and they have goals you need to do, something you need to do. So this is a gifted child, means you need to spend some of that knowledge on that child in order to get some bonuses But also, if you don't do it by the end of the game, you're going to have some negatives because, you got to pay attention to your children. You can go on vacations. So this is a vacation to China, vacation to all sorts of places in the world. And what's cool about that is you don't have to do that by yourself. You can go on vacation by yourself. You can go out with your partner. You can also go with any other player. It just takes two money. Say, approach another player. Hey, do you want to go on vacation with me? You spend the money, I spend the money. We'll split the benefits. So a lot of cool interaction in this game. It has a great solo mode. I'm terrible at it. I have barely gotten above decent life one time playing the solo mode. But all in all, just a cool experience, especially narratively. They've got some tips in there, which is the best way I like to play it. After every round, talk about what you did. What did you spend, these couple of years of your life doing? Was it stressful? What did it do? There's your social media life. You actually get likes. If you take the same action as other players, you get likes. But you can post stories that give you benefits, and if other people like your story, they also get the benefit. So a lot of cool things, a lot of great room for improvisation and narrative to talk about what kind of life you're making. So all in all, pretty cool game. Your best life. If you like flipping rights, if you're like me and always like the idea of some sort of game that simulates the whole life journey, this is one to pick up. I'm Kylie at Games Unlimited. Come on down, ask us about your best life. Maybe pick up a copy, take it home, and unbox some fun.